Playing? Yeah. Welcome, guys. We're about to give a nice, thorough understanding of boom operators' fitness and posture alignment. So the first thing you need to think about is how does a boom operator stand and why are they doing it? Example. So let's think about your posture. Let's do a narrow stance to begin with. Let's try and distribute the weight equally. Tense your tummy. Now this looks very much like a pregnant belly or a pot belly. Now the idea is we're going to stand like heroes. I want you to think of this as your breastplate and your armor. So posture nice and tall, chin off that chest. Don't let it hang and exaggerate. Think about this major part being active, engage the core, and then belly button. That's it, posture nice and in. This is your spear, sir. Be strong with it. The idea is I want you to hold it in both hands and take it above your head. Good. So typical posture for a boom operator, the idea is slightly imbalanced onto one side. As you can see, this side is going to be engaging for a long time. This one's going to be passive and leaning to one. We need to try and balance out that posture. In order to balance out that posture, it's more about movement and flexibility outside of the takes. I know you guys are passionate about what you're doing, so we're not going to try and influence that. So the first thing we're going to do outside of the takes or before the actual takes start, take the boom in front of you. Good. Ensure lower back mobility first. If you turn to the side for me. Good. What you want to think about is your lumbar area. So we don't want it distended pointing forward. You actually want a little bit of slight flexibility. So you want to bend your knees, stick your bum out behind you. Good. And from there, do a slight pelvic tilt. Take your hips under and hips back. Hips under, hips back. So at the moment, you're still projecting forward. So we're going to take your chest slightly in front of the book. That's it. And then start twerking. Brace and brace. Good. This is ensuring good lumbar health and flexibility and movement. The idea is you want suspension and flexibility within your motion. So the idea is keeping it active is what we need. Good. So small range of motion to begin with. Let's do it a little bit quicker. That's the one. Couple of wiggles before you start the takes. That's the trick. So from there, let's do a little circle action. Round those hips. Hey, big circle. So now you've got to get into character a bit more. Give it a little bit more feeling. That's the one. Listen to that hot track on the music. Hey, hey, that's the one. Keep going. Go around the other direction. Good. And pause. From there, hold on to the boom in one arm. Do you change arms? That's it. Take the right hand, just touch the one knee, and then come back to the center. Do that 5 times, and then center. So again, we're going to try and lean slightly forward, engage your core. Don't lean down too far, and then come up again. Going to do that 8 to 10 times on one side, then 8 to 10 times on the other. So when you've done that, if you repeat that motion, turn on the other side for me. Fantastic. Helping him out. He's doing a boom operator's mobility. He keeps coming tight. This is his job. So again, you can see the adopting of that back position again, where your bums are going to be slightly in front of your heels, your shoulders. We want to try and counteract that movement. So you want to bend your knees slightly. Use that flexible hips now to take your hips backwards. Good. How does that feel? Does that feel sustainable? Where do you feel the fatigue happening? Okay. So, shoulder mobility. Take the boom out in front of you. Take it down to your thighs. Pause. Take it up to the sky. And then take it down again. Engage your core. Lean slightly forward. Have a slight squat as you're doing it. And then come up again. Up. Brace and pause, and then down. Try and keep your arms straight as you're going up. Don't take your hands behind you. Pause, that's it. Down. Think about engaging your tummy muscle, extending the back, standing up a little bit more, and then come down again. So extension, and then up. That's it. Be a hero. Get ready for the charge. Be the hero. Get ready for the charge. Be the hero. Get ready for the charge. One more. Be the hero. Get ready for the charge. Good. How's that feel on the shoulders? Fantastic. Place it in the middle again. Place your left hand on your chest, right hand shoulder level. You're going to take it out to the side. So keep it pivoted. You're going to pivot out one side and then pivot in. Take your hand a little bit higher. Bring it out. Pause. Bring it in. Pause. 2 more. Out. Pause. Bring it in. 1 more. Bring it out. Pause. And bring it in. Change. Arms. Stretch. And then in. Brace. Stretch. And the other hand for nice brace point. Good. Engage your tummy muscle. You can see how your hips counterbalancing to try and take the weight. Tense your tummy and lean forward. Keep a nice strong core throughout. Brace and pause, and then in. Anywhere between 8 to 10 is fantastic, and then change the other way. Hello. How are you?
That's a big boom.
It's a big boom. He's a boom operator. That's what he does. Bit of mobility from boom operator.